Now moving on, when the medals of a soldier who served in World War I came up on eBay recently, they caught the attention of a Sussex town. Private Albert Corden left Uckfield in 1914 to fight, at first in France and then later in the Middle East, and he would lose his life before his service medals could be awarded.
However, a group in Uckfield decided to club together and to buy them, and now they're in the gathering days before Remembrance Sunday, information about Private Corden, which they hope to display alongside the medals in the town. Sarah Smith reports.
Private Albert Corden was just one of so many ordinary men plunged into extraordinary circumstances. A greengrocer's errand boy, he'd joined up within weeks of war being declared. 100 years on, when Donna French spotted his medals for sale, it was the start of a journey to find out more about this young soldier.
Just finding the medal, it was a start, and it just spurs that interest in just wanting to find out more. And he was one of, many. But I think just to be able to put the human side to the one, it's something special to do.
So far it's emerged he started his war on the Western Front, was injured at the Somme. He became a battalion runner, an incredibly dangerous job, taking messages to the front of the trenches. Injured again while fighting in the Middle East, he finished his service back in Flanders. Private Corden did make it home to Uckfield at the end of the war, but he died just 2 weeks later. It's thought he'd contracted diphtheria in the fields of France. The service medals, awarded posthumously, were bought from eBay after readers of the town's community website clubbed together. No photograph has yet been found of Private Corden, but he lived here on the High Street. Uckfield, so much smaller than today, saw hundreds of young men go off to fight.
I don't think they knew really, honestly, what lay ahead, but the local people, I'm sure the town, would have given them a very good send-off and would have been proud of them going off to war.
Private Corden's name is among 94 of those lost to the town during the Great War. The aim is to find a place to display his medals as a tribute to every one of them. Sarah Smith, BBC South East Today, Uckfield.
Now, on Wednesday, we brought you the story of the town council, which had managed to save for the town the medals of a local First World War soldier. Watching that story at home in Hailsham, Rosemary Keane was astonished to recognise her uncle, Albert Corden, as the hero who was buried in Uckfield. She had no idea of the efforts that were being made to bring his medals home. Today, Juliet Parkin has been to meet her.
Sleep on, brave soldier, and take thy rest. Thou hast died.
Very little remains in Rosemary Keane's life of the uncle she never knew. A memorial card marking the date of Albert Corden's death was given to Rosemary by her father, Albert's brother. She was delighted to hear his name and see his war medals on this programme.
Well, I was absolutely amazed. I listened, I thought, Albert Corden, that's my uncle. I just couldn't believe it.
A photo has now emerged of Private Albert Corden, a greengrocer's errand boy born in Newhaven and raised in Uckfield. It appears he started the war on the Western Front and was injured at the Somme. He became a battalion runner, an incredibly dangerous job taking messages to the front of the trenches. He made it home to Uckfield, but died just 2 weeks later. It's thought he contracted diphtheria. His service medals were bought from eBay after a local town councillor spotted them for sale. People in the town clubbed together to buy them and are delighted that Albert's family have got in touch.
I'm absolutely delighted that Private Albert Corden's niece has contacted the BBC, and I'm just really looking forward to being able to meet her.
I'd love to see them, and I'd love to know more about them.
She's grateful to the people of Uckfield for preserving the memory of a young soldier for whom the town was his final resting place.
I think it's absolutely brilliant of them. It just shows to show what they think of a Sussex man, doesn't it?
Juliet Parkin, BBC South East Today, Hailsham.